Yeah, I think, most people think probably Jay Powell as the incumbent has got the edge over Brainard. If I just had to kind of guess and really from the outside, I have a sort of feeling maybe it'll go to Brainard. And that's really because, this administration, is fairly kind of, political and wants to have a very sort of diverse kind of lineup when it comes to the administration. Of course, if you remember 4 years ago, President Trump passed on Janet Yellen and went to Jay Powell, sort of I guess a Democrat to a Republican. He may just, President Biden may sort of return the compliment this time and go from Jay Powell back to another female Fed chair. That would be the second in the form of Lael Brainard. But, I think it could go either way.
We certainly know how the relationship between Donald Trump, though, and Jay Powell ended up. But let's go back to Jay Powell. Is it a time for a change at the top of the Fed, given that we are seeing central banks, of course, led by the US Federal Reserve, exiting this easy policy period that we've been under now for quite some time? How will that impact sentiment when it comes to the impression of the Federal Reserve overall if we do see a change at the top?
Well, if we switch from sort of what might happen to what in some sense should happen, I mean, I think this would be, a rather odd and sort of delicate time to switch the Fed chair. If the point was that the president was unhappy with particularly the inflation performance of the Fed under Jay Powell, there would be some sense in bringing somebody in who was going to take a different kind of tack. But of course, Lael Brainard has been shoulder to shoulder with Jay Powell for the last several years. There's not much daylight between them on monetary policy. So with inflation, elevated at the moment, the Fed thinks it's transient. I do too, but transient can be quite a long time in central banking land. This would be a rather odd time, I think, to make a switch when you were not really making a policy statement with that. It was more of a political statement